Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the 9th episode of Seablock. I am back from my break and trying to remember exactly where we left off. So I think last thing we did was set up this earth science automation, whatever these individual things are called. Alien plant life samples. That's the automation we set up. So we have these all automated, and now we want to do the optimized biome planner science packs next. So for that, we're going to need wood and paper, and then soil and compost. So my current plan is to just steal wood from up here. That's not too bad. And then my plan would be to make paper and everything down here. So I'm going to start off by making the seedling nest. So I think what we are planning on right now is 1 per second. 0.1 per second. I have that all planned here. Thank you, past me, for doing that. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna need 4 washing plants, and then it looks like 4 algae farms, 1 composter. Okay. So let's get all of this started. So actually, since I already have it planned, I think what I'll likely do is take a pause and then come back to y'all when this is all the materials have been gathered. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back, but I realized quickly that we actually had a power problem. So as you can see, we're close there. However, that's with all of this shut off. So yeah, I also shut down some stuff over there. So considering we're at that much power, or we're that close on power, this close to capacity, what I'm gonna have to do is make our next phase of power, which is using the farming. So the farming is actually the best future-proof kind of power, just because it is able to produce quite a bit more, and it's tileable. It takes up a good amount of space, but comparatively, I don't know. I don't think it's too bad. So I'm gonna get started with us doing that. The first thing is I already put it into the planner. So obviously we need to make sand as well as saline water, and all of that can happen just from these washing plants. So I'm gonna get this all set up for us, and then we'll be good to go there. I should note that I'm currently going to plan on doing this in like 4 rows. So this first one we make won't really be the best one, but the idea is that we do something like, this for them, and have the stuff going down the side and in the middle. And I think that'll be pretty good. Yeah. So I'm gonna get started. I haven't done too much planning at all for this, so I'm just gonna kind of roll with it, and we'll see how this goes. But first things first, we know we need one of these guys going here. So that's step 1. We aren't keeping this stuff, so we're just venting that. Okay. And then we're gonna go to 2. Let's see. We get away with that. We can if we offset it there. Okay, so we get 2. Alrighty, let's get this guy hooked up to water. Alright, so we have 2, 3, 4. So 3, 4. Okay. Let's get this going. Okay, so now we're gonna do something different. So we're gonna have 1, Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This last guy here is gonna be on step 5, but these guys are all on sand. So let's see, we want it something like this. Alright, get all that going there, and I think we want the same thing here. Nope, can't do the same thing there. Great. Okay. This guy is just going to have to be in a different position, so we'll go there for him. Yeah. There we go. All of these guys are going to need water. And it actually looks like I need to get... I have more stone on my inventory. Perfect. Let's craft up a bunch there. So we're going to bring these guys down here. And I guess this doesn't really need to be underground now, does it? It can just be across, and that's probably easier. Okay, there we go. And last guy here. This one might as well make it underground. And we'll power all of these guys. Get rid of that. Put that there. Okay. Oops. Oh, I see. This isn't connected, so let's go there. Alright, so there we go. Now all these are powered. Our last step for these guys down here is going to be looking up this guy and then getting a liquefier. Let's see, liquefier. Here we go. So we'll go like that. This guy's whole job is to make viscous mud water. Go. There we go. Pick up from there. Okay, pick up from there. Get these guys powered. Go from there. Pick up from there. And lastly, this guy there. Okay. And then our goal for this is just clarify it. And I could have definitely made this more clean, but in the meantime, here we go. Okay, there we go. So now we should be making sand in all of these. Perfect. And we're making saline water in this guy. Perfect. Yeah, let's just craft up some more of these. And actually, I am probably going to do one of these guys, and then I will... Actually, I can do most of it. Let's see here. So I'm going to do something like... I think what we can actually do is something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's what we want to do. We'll go like that. The idea is that we can... oh my gosh, my brain is not cooperating right now. Idea is that we'll have our pipes running here. And we can run our... That's not going to work. Let's go a different way. Yeah, let's space things out more. I think that's smarter. So the least amount of belts would be these two sharing some. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. So let's look in our planner here. Okay, when we do it this way, it looks like the belts can share. Oh wait. Let's see. So that divided by 4. Okay, so that means each of these guys is going to need their own belt for this. Oh dang. Okay, this means that we actually need one wider gap. Dang. Okay, there we go. So each of these guys has their own output now. And we'll have to do something like this so that each of them have a gap in the middle. The reason for that is both of them need access to inputs, which are going to come like this. So this one here is going to be the sand. Whoops, I don't know why I did it like that. There we go. There we go. Just making these consistent is what I want. Okay. There. These guys will be on this side. Okay. Doesn't matter for these, they'll be automatically split. Just by the nature of how it is. Let's get power poles there. Oh, actually, we can do them here. Okay. This guy's whole job is to pick up there, drop there. This whole guy's job is pick up there, drop there. Okay. And then each of these will want 2 going out. And we're going to offset 1 like that on each of them. And then we'll have 2 coming in. Their whole job is to pick up from the second one. There we go. So let's get this going. So let's see. 2, 3, 4. And the reason, I guess I could make these all on one. That is something I could do. Like, I think all of their stuff would fit onto one belt. But, what's it called? What is it called? Yeah, I'd have to make it yellow belts, and I'd rather not do that. Yeah. I think I want to delete these actually here because I have to tile this thing, whole deal, right? So let's get this copied. Okay, there, and then I'll just delete these guys. I don't need those there. Yeah. Alright, let's just go down the line and get all of this assembled. Hope I'm out of underground belts, that's okay. We can go make more. Alright. So, I'm going to continue doing all the planning for this to just show you guys, kind of, but, let's see. I actually don't need that guy up until there. And I'm going to do something like this, and then we're going to want to do the seed extractor here. Alright. And seed extractor is going to go like that. Power pole there. Alright, and then it's just gonna pull in like this. So we'll pick up there. Alright, and then we'll have these guys coming out like this. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to do as much as I can to give you guys the idea, and then I'll go back in and fill it up after. So then after that, we have these guys here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to do that. Each of them will have their own respective one. There we go. So now we are turning all of that remaining beanfran into 10.5 beans. That is more than enough to fit just on one belt. So that's what we're doing. There we go. So now we have beans on here. And actually, what I think I'm going to do is change this. We don't even need this many inserters, so let's just go like that. Alrighty. Alrighty. and this is where the other one will come in. There we go. And then we're gonna have 5 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Can I get this centered? 1, 2. I can't. Man, okay. Well, actually, yeah, I can. I'm being dumb. I could absolutely get this centered. If I change how I do this. Okay, there we go. Okay, and we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, there we go. These guys are all doing this. Alright, 1, 2, and then it's 1, 2, isn't it? Yep, okay. This guy is 1 over from the end, so it's there. And then I am just going to set this belt up to make sure I'm not tripping. Okay, I placed this wrong. It's there. There we go. Okay, and then it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Then it's these guys, so it is, let's see. 2. This guy needs to pick up there instead. There we go. I don't think I can just copy paste. I think I need to mirror it, but I don't know how to do that with the tools, so we're just doing that. Okay, so that's this guy done. Yeah, this thing is going to be the exact same on that side, right? Alrighty, now we need to do 5 gas refineries here. So it's going to be as simple as, let's see, 1. Let's get this one centered first. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're going to get all these guys piped together. It is as simple as that. Get all these guys powered. Okay, there we go. So now each of these guys will be making fuel oil here and water. The water we could care less about, so by now you probably know what that means. It is going into a clarifier. We could, in theory, recycle it to the very beginning, but that's a lot of effort. Okay, so I'm out of pipes and out of undergrounds, but this is basically how it'll work. We're going to get farming all the way up along here, and then, yeah, so basically, we're going to be farming. The bean friend will go here to make seeds first, and then we'll go to populating the rest, and then it'll go to beans, and then it'll go to fluid here, and then it'll go out there. In the meantime, I do need to put a recipe here, and I'm just going to put those guys in, which I got from adding this extra space up here. I kind of just, because I added so much space, there were naturally some gardens, and I got some bean friends, so there we go. So we'll have a kickstart going there, I think. It requires 5 beans, right? So what I'm going to do is get that guy to that. But yeah, I think probably what I'll do now is take a pause and then come back with more pipes and undergrounds and get the other side filled out as well as all of our liquids connected. But yeah, I'll be right back with that. Alrighty, we are back. So I let it cook for a bit and we've got it all going. So we should be making 100 fuel per second. Yeah, there we go. So we are making 100 per second, and those have a fuel value of 1 megajoule. So what that means is we are making 100 megawatts. Yeah, we have 100 megawatts of power here. And naturally, we need to burn that. So we have these fluid burning boilers. So we have 100, and these each take 5.4 megawatts, so divided by 5.4. So that means that we're going to need 20 of these. Additionally, on top of that, even more difficult is each of these guys only makes 1.8. So we are actually going to need 56 of these. So we're going to need 19 and then 56. So I am going to just take a pause until I gather those, but I wanted to update you guys on what this looks like in the end. So like I mentioned, I am just clarifying the water here, and then all of our fuel oil is right here. I probably will try to do some sort of pipe storage just to make sure we're storing fuel here in case we do have some weird thing where our power production isn't high enough when we get into that death spiral. So yeah, I'll probably do that. Yes. Okay, so I am going to go get the stuff for these and lay it out, but I'll be back after that. Alrighty, I am back. So as you can see, I have filled this out. I did produce a little extra, so this is 60 and 20 versus the 19 and 55 that I said we needed. However, I think it's better this way, just to have a little more cushion. 3, 4, 5. Let's make 5 of these. My hope is that I can put these guys in there as a little extra buffer. Yeah, look at that. That fits nicely. Okay. For walkability, I know it's a waste, but oh no, I can't do that. Okay. I see. I was using this for water. That's my bad. There we go. This will be walkable enough. Okay, so we can only fit 2 tanks. That's fine. That's not bad. But we could probably also store 2 tanks of this, which is not bad either. Okay, there we go. So now we have some redundant storage here. That should mean that we're good to go. But to put things into perspective, let's go into the mini map here. I should first show you the power. So we're now up to 164 possible. And I want to keep in mind that this whole area here, all of these two rows, right, those guys combined make 50. This thing alone here, this one grouping, tripled our power. So, needless to say, in the future, we're not going to be building any more of these charcoal algae plants. In fact, we'll probably just be using those for charcoal. I can now reconnect the power to everything. Alright, there we go. We're going to be busy down here. I used a lot of resources from my chest. So, yeah, those guys are going to be busy for a bit. But, okay. Wait, where'd all these inserters go? What? What happened here? I don't know where they went. Did I run out of inserters so I stole them? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like something I would do. If I'm being entirely honest. That sounds a lot like something I would do. So, I'm not going to spend too much time questioning myself on that. Okay, so I think what I was working on earlier, before I got distracted by power, was earth science. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's go back to that. Sorry I'm a little scatterbrained, but okay. I used some of the resources that I'm going to need there. Mostly the washing plants, and it looks like a liquefier, so we're going to have to replace those. So let's get another liquefier going. And I think I needed 5 washing plants, right? Oh man, am I 1 off? Yeah, I'm 1 off. Okay. That's okay. Oh, it's actually stone that we're short on. That's also fine. Okay, there we go. So I think now we'll have everything we need to make these guys. So I'm gonna go down here to start out. Okay. I'm just doing the mixed, I guess. And composting all of the green algae. Okay, I see. I'm also composting, or I can also compost the extra brown algae. So I guess I should make another composter. Okay, let's get these guys going up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. How much is this gonna produce? Not very much. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some filter inserters. So we want 16. So 1, 2, 3, 1. There we go. Okay, get this guy going. I'm just gonna scan water from here. Me as well. I don't think that pump will ever be at capacity, so I don't feel guilty about it. Okay. Now let's get these guys going. So when we produce here, we produce 25 and then 5. So it's a 5 to 1. So I really only want one of these guys doing brown algae. And then the rest will be doing green algae. And we'll be offset there. Oh, whoops, I think I want it like that. Go power there. Get these guys set up. Alright. Get power coming. So now we should have all the brown on one side, all the green on the other. Let's see. Okay, oh, also, yeah, so I mean, we're not like super straining our power, but it's definitely something I'm gonna keep an eye on because I do plan on rapid expansion pretty soon here. Okay, there we go. So we want to compost all of the green. Is that something we control? No, it's not. So that means we're gonna do a splitter here. Left output is gonna be that. Yeah, we'll do that. No, we'll want left output to be green. Okay, that gets fed in. All of this guys gets fed into composting here. Okay, so green is all going there into compost. Oh no. Okay, not all of it. I've made a mistake, haven't I? Yes, I have. Okay, so what I want to do actually is... okay. I see. So I'm going to want to do another set of splitters. Okay, let's go there and there. Alright. Output priority right, output priority right. Okay. And these guys will both go into a chest. Wait, no, I'm not thinking this through yet. Okay. So the green that we actually need, this guy is getting prioritized to gain turn in, or sorry, the green that we're prioritizing goes into fiber. The brown that we're prioritizing goes into alginic acid. So let's place that there, that there. So this guy here is our brown, and it's going to be making the alginic acid. This guy is our green, it's going to be making cellulose fiber. There we go. We'll do that, and then I have extra green, so let's put that in there. From there, we are feeding both of those guys into a liquefier with water. Okay, so easy answer here is just go like this. There, there. And this guy's making cellulose pulp. Actually, I think I'd rather do this. Okay. And then water, we need water here. Okay. We're just, oh no, I don't think I can scam the same source, can I? Okay. We'll just make our own water then. Alright, get that going up there. Get this guy down here. And boom. Okay, we're now making our cellulose paste, which we then turn into paper. Okay. That I can do. That I can do. Paper, paper. Okay. There we go, and there we go. These guys are making paper. Okay, now this paper is just getting put onto a plus. Alright, there we go. Get this set up like that. Power these guys, and we have paper. Okay. So now we want... Oh man, I'm actually gonna need more composting, aren't I? Let me think here. Okay. Yeah. So this extra brown algae we don't want. Oh wait, I'm tripping, aren't I? I think we're fine, as long as I do this. Okay, and then what we do is just we make sure that we prioritize the brown or green algae is what we do. We prioritize that. So yeah. Input priority left. There we go. So we have that going. Now we need to make some sand. Okay, so now we need to set up the washing plants. Or this exact same thing that we have going on here, in fact. So I'm just gonna copy that. Rotate it. Oh no, we're barely off. That's okay. We'll still put this down. We'll just change the way these pipes go. Yeah, I have to. Or not pipes, belts go is what we'll do. Looks like I need to make another deep sea pump. That's no issue. We don't need that. Okay. Water. Let's make another deep sea pump. There we go. Let's connect our water over here. Okay. And then, oh yeah, we wanted to run belts down for these guys, and then we go into something like this. Okay, and then let's go. This guy here. And he's gonna be making viscous mud water. Let's change where that pump is. So if that pump is instead here, oh, whoops, not there. It needs to be like here. And then we pop down. Where is it? I just picked out, yeah, top up valve. Yep, so that'll make it so that only when this is below 80% do we pull from here. There we go. So now this should be good to go, and we're making sand. Alright, so that sand then gets mixed with our compost. We're going to run this down here. Whoops. I think that's too much. Okay. We're not making that much sand per second, right? We're making 0.1. Yeah, that's nothing. Alright. Okay, this guy is making soil. There we go. Okay, so we're making soil now. Okay. And then we get another liquefier here. Oh no, I'm out of liquefiers. Must not have counted right. That is our last liquefier, luckily, that we need. And we can just plop this guy, like, right here. And he is making... where is it? Ah, here it is. Yes, he's making seedling catalyst. So we go there, there, and then you're going to pick up from there. Then I think we're making it. Yeah, seedling catalyst. Okay, so now we have that. We need to move our paper. Okay, now I think what we want to do instead is somehow get wood down here. Now, how is that ever happening? How am I ever getting wood down here? Okay. So, never mind. Okay, so I have to get wood down here. This is looking like my most promising thing. I can get it to here, which is not a bad start, it looks like. Looks like I can get it to here. Yeah, I can. So what we do is we drop one of these guys, we drop a splitter, and there we go. We're not going to be using much of this wood, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Get this guy going down. Now, charcoal. Using it there, but nowhere else, right? I didn't like delete something for that charcoal that's now without it, right? I don't think I did. I think we're good there. So we now have wood here. And get it here, but then what? Then nothing. Okay, so instead, I think I can change how this guy is. So that it's like down here instead. That just gets me here. So, let's see, what would this look like, first off? So it looks like that. I think I just need to redo the power on these guys. Okay. So go there, and power that there. And I think we can get wood kind of far here. We can get it here, and then what? I guess what we do is we change these guys to be like that. So I delete those guys, and I delete those guys. Then I go there, there. Oh man, I guess I delete there, and I go there. Okay. Now I can do this. Okay, I'd like to be able to delete that and go here. Yes, it's all coming together. Okay. Yes, yes, magnificent. Alright, and now I have wood down here. Which I just go like this, and then this width. And then we have... We have protective scaffolding. Woo! Okay. And then I have this guy here. And we'll run a belt up like that. Alright, and then this guy makes the green science. Oh no, this guy makes the ground sample. Whoops. Okay, now I need to get this over there. I need to power this thing. Are these inserters? I mean. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. So now we're making these, right? Yeah, yeah, okay. And now I need to get those over there. I have really outdone myself on this one, haven't I? Made one of the messiest builds that I could ever imagine. Well, and I'm just gonna do the very lazy solution to this build. This is just gonna be a very lazy solution to all of my problems. Okay. Now we can run this guy. Let's change this out to be like here. And just for walkability, we'll do that as an underground. Alrighty. Get that feeding out. Alrighty. Bring this all the way around. Okay. So now it is as simple as insert her here. There we go. And you are making green science. Right? Did I miss something for this belt? Nope, it's going. Very slowly, but that's to be expected from this. Alright, and then I think we can run that pretty far. But that should be this done. Woohoo! Okay. We are getting there. Oh, I'm out of belt. No worries, we got tons up there. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't think I took it all when I took a bunch of stuff, so. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Let's just grab another, like, 500. Surely that'll be enough. Oh no. Okay, do I have enough for this? No, I don't. I need more iron. Let's just build one and see what that can do for us. So I will need to go like this. It's going like that. Oh yeah, there we go. We got it going. That's good. All right. Go. And our science labs are up there. Okay. So I'm just going to continue on the tour around the world here. And go like this with this guy. Okay. Change this guy to pick up there. Okay, there we go. So now, should be able to research earth sciences. Obviously, it is not going to be fast because we're producing, you know, let's see here. Let's actually see how many we're producing. In the past minute, we have made 6. So yeah, we're making 6 a minute. So yeah, not our best. Okay, yeah, 6 per minute. That adds up because we are making 0.1 per second. So yeah. All right, well, that's pretty good. Oh no, did I miss something? Where is... Or does it just take forever on this belt? There's a chance it takes forever on this belt. There we go. Look at that. Our first science is for this. This research is going to just, have to be something that we jam on in the background. Because, yeah. Let's see here. We have 40. Okay, also I should say I'm not doing these guys because I don't think I can get the seeds for them just yet. Well, actually I can, but it requires using those specimens to like make this stuff. And I will say in my kind of like previous playthroughs, most of these aren't really super useful. Like, I guess that's wrong. So there are some that are useful, but they're mostly the temperate ones. So this tiannitin is pretty good because you can make it into cellulose fiber. So you don't have to do, the green. You don't have to do the green algae farms to make the huge amounts of cellulose fiber. You can do a tiannitin. However, it's not really something I've done in the past, so I'd have to kind of learn that. But it may be what we do for the end game stuff. But yeah, we'll just do the math for all of these for a second. So 32 for this one, 32 for this one, 40 for this one, 40 for this one, 50 for this one, 50 for this one, 50 for this one, and 50 for that one. So that is 344. I'm making one every 10 seconds. So that's 794 seconds divided by 60. That is 300 minutes. Wait, that's wrong. Whoops, I need to get all these guys in parentheses. Sorry, messed up my math. Okay, sorry, 57 minutes. So it's 1 hour, basically, to do all of the research for that. Which means that if I queue all of this and then go into super fast speed mode, we'll see if we can just breeze through some of it. Alright, get this added. We're going to need a lot of this later. Look, there's even more stuff that opens up from this. So yeah, I am just probably going to let you guys see how fast this is going to be, just because we have the time up, speed up mod, but if you keep in mind, every minute of this video from here on is an hour if I didn't have this speed up. So yeah, I definitely don't mind just sitting here with it. I understand it is not the most productive use of my time. That being said, oh yeah, see, so now we can get started in modules in the upcoming episodes, which will be nice. So modules will be interesting to do. We'll have to do some stuff for that to get it going, but yeah, we have lots of lots of research to do. In fact, I think probably I will pause and then get this all done, and then we'll try to finish up something in the last 10-ish minutes of the episode. So yeah, I'll be back after I finish up the research. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry, I thought I was recording for a bit, and it turns out I wasn't. So I've already started a little bit on what I want to do to crown off this episode, which is making 2 bricks and 1 stone per second onto a belt, as well as 2 of these clay bricks per second onto a belt. So I've already kind of started with this, and I'm going to finish it out now, but yeah, let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, so that's 4, 5 is what it said, right? Yeah, 5. So I've already done the planning for it, and now I just need to actually go through and do it, right? Whoops. Oh no. Okay, this is one off. I would like to go. There we go. Alrighty. So now we'll get these guys all feeding into here. Alright, and then the remaining will go like this. There we go. Power these guys. Alrighty. Let's see, how much am I actually making here? I'm making 5. So I'm making 5, which easily fits on one belt, but it will need to be on both sides here. So let's do that. Oh, wait, whoops. Okay, there we go. Each of these guys are going to be making stone. If you're wondering why I'm doing stone and stone bricks, is because if you think about how we make furnaces, we need stone for those. So if we're automating our crafting for boilers and things like that, we need stone. Also, like I said, lots of research to go over. I'm probably just going to hover over these, get them out of the way, but then once we actually get time to use them, we'll go into more detail. Circuits are not really something we're going to be doing right now until we get advanced circuit production up. So that's a bit away. We do have a bunch of tree stuff, which is cool, that we can start working on. But yeah. We'll be able to get up and going with more trees and things like that here soon. So we can get rubber going, we can get plastic going, and we can get resin going. So each of the different trees make different things. So as you can see here, once we can get the seeds, we can start making the trees. However, getting the first tree is what takes the longest, and you have to just do this rare tree cultivation to get them. But that's not bad, since we already have the alienated fertilizer and the alien plant life samples automated. This really isn't too much, and then we can get these guys going, which will allow us to do resin, plastic, and rubber. However, we will get chemical recipes for those. I don't think we have them right now. Oh, we do have some. So yeah, some of these chemical recipes are just easier than doing it by organics. And then yeah, this is all just planting stuff. So yeah, we have a lot to get going on in order to be making blue science. And I think I told you guys my game plan before, which was do the same thing that we did with green science metals, where we, let's see, where are they? Yeah, so we do slag processing 2 is what we do. So we need to do this one and then this one. So we need to make 100 blue science worth of stuff so that we can get the pure sorting here and not have to worry about the mixed sorting recipes that we have now. So right now we can make all the stuff we need for blue science, obviously, but it requires us doing these mixed recipes where we get stuff that we don't really care about. Yeah, but like I mentioned, we're kind of just going to go with the flow on that. Alright, next we'll need to set up our crushers here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 looks probably fine. Alright, 1, 2, 2. Oh man. Okay, actually I think I need to change this a little. I think we want to go like this. And then each of these guys will be on a gap like that. Okay, there we go. Alright, and there we go. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 inserters. I'll have to do the math on if that's enough. so we have to go there. So let's see. The stack size is 2, so I think the answer is yes on that. Okay. And then next, let's see. 4 rows of 5 for this. Or 2 rows of 10. 2 rows of 10 seems more achievable, so let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good stuff. And 1, 2, 3. No, just 1, 2. And then we go with this row. Whoops, and it needs to be over 2, doesn't it? I think so. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. Open, it needs to be 1 lower. I'm making so many mistakes right now. Because we need water on the back, don't we? Okay, there we go. We're gonna get all these guys piped up. Alrighty. Hold that guy there. Alright. Does not make it across, dang. Does that make it? Almost. Where does it make it? Oh, we're 1 short. We're just gonna have to change this guy, and we'll have to change it up there too, but that's not a big deal. Alright, water, let's get a pump, and then let's change some of this guy's power. There we go. Okay. It looks so much cleaner if I just do that. I mean, as well. Okay, there we go. Let's see, does this reach? Nope. And there we go. So now these guys all have water. We're gonna need tons of underground pipes. In fact, I don't think we have enough. So let's see here. Let's make a bunch of undergrounds. Okay, maybe not that many. We'll see. There we go. So this is the pattern that we want. Whoops. Okay, well, first off, let's just do this on each of them. And also get the belt set up. Yeah, so we'll go like this. This will need to be higher. We're gonna do 1 here and 1 the other way, but yeah. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now we can make all of these into undergrounds because we won't need any more regulars, I don't think, so. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh no. I made this one too high. Man. Can't believe I messed that up. Okay, this is obviously gonna take a while. I'm gonna pause and then be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. And as you can see, we now got this going on. So, yeah, we'll make mostly stone and then output, or sorry, mostly bricks and then output the remaining stone to the other side of the belt. But this guy is now done, and that is probably where I'm going to be calling it for the episode. I mean, this is nothing new that you've seen. It's just making a lot of slag, crushing it, turning it into stone, and then putting it on to belts here. Like, that's it. It's it's nothing fancy. And then next episode probably going to be well, not probably, is going to be us making the clay bricks here. So I'll be making these, and then the idea from there is that'll also go onto a belt, and between that and our main bus here, everything that's on our main bus and that, we will be able to construct the basic automation for everything. So I'll be able to I actually saw this design from another person who does this. You can use these warehouses and then circuit signals to basically pass everything between them, and that's probably what I will be doing. And I'll be able to automate my goal is that if it's on the map here, to automate it. So to automate basically everything that I would need to make more of these power plants, automate everything I need to make more of these sledge stacks, all of the stuff for more ore processing, all of the stuff for, you know, actually casting the ores, things like that. And then from there, my plan would just be to let it ride. So we'd be able to make a good amount of that. And the idea is that from there, we'll have larger infrastructure and be able to, oh my gosh, words are evading me. So once we have the larger infrastructure, then it'll be way easier for us to expand at a higher rate. So my hope would be that essentially we set all of this up for, you know, small scale getting things made. So we would have then, whenever we're ready to make a bigger area, we could just go in and say, okay, I already have these guys made. I can just go get, you know, however many yellow assemblers I want, or however many electronics assemblers I want, or however many furnaces I need, things like that. I think that would be the goal. And yeah, I think I kind of explained that as best as I can. So the idea would be everything that we use would be able to be just gotten out of a chest. And I would ideally like to make the highest, you know, level that I can. So I would be making electrolyzer 2s, I would be making air filter 2s, things like that. That is what I would like to do. We'll see if that actually pans out or what, but yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.